My name is Justin Ricketts. I'm Director of Business Development and Operations at Transport4. I'm in charge of our marketing, sales, and customer service, and ultimately responsible for the experience that the customers have with our interface. Large oil companies use our software to move product all over the country and need to get on and off our software all day long. At its core, Transport4 is an order entry software that lets oil companies put their oil shipment movements in. It lets them understand when it's going to move, and when the product is actually moved down those pipelines, provide them the documentation that shows that custody has been transferred to the pipeline or custody has been given back to the oil company.
My name is Barton Brown, and I'm president of Transport4, also known collectively to the industry as T4. The best way for me to describe Transport4 is to give you an analogy. If you wanted to make a flight reservation, let's say from Atlanta to Miami, you're going to log on to a website and pick a flight. Well, that's what the oil companies do. They log on to Transport4, and for example, a major oil company will log on and say, I got to move gasoline from this refinery, this tank, to Atlanta. That product's then going to go on another tank, and then a truck's going to come to that tank and go to your local service station so that you can fill up your car every morning.
The typical person gets on a typical website, whether it's Facebook, whether it's YouTube, whether it's their bank. Today, these all have clean, easy to use features, functionalities. They know exactly where they're going and what they're doing, either because it's laid out on the screen that way or they've done it a million times. That was one of the biggest challenges we faced because we have such a large user group of very different experiences and backgrounds. In our case, our old product was easy to use, but only for those customers that had been using it for years and years and years. We were looking to change that so that someone who had never used Transport4 could sit down and immediately get all of their work done. They know how to do it, they know where to go for it, and they knew how to get out so they can continue doing their job. Our experience with Infragistics in the area of the wireframes first started with their chief architecture of design, Kevin Richardson. He incorporated the idea and exposed us to the idea that first we would be doing wireframes, basically designing every feature, every page, and understanding all the individual elements and then the flow of the product as users experienced it. One, it helped us understand all of the different features and functions of our website. At first you think, well, this 5, 10, maybe 11 core functionalities, but when you break that into wireframes, you realize that your software has 150 different pages and components, of which your users interact with every day. From there, we took those wireframes, once they were conceptualized, to actual clients, showed them the wireframes, asked them to basically use the wireframes as if it was their computer, and from that process we learned a lot about how people were able to use this new product that we were actually designing and make changes accordingly.
As soon as we walked into the conference room, we must have had 100 sheets taped to the wall that showed the brand new design, and it was phenomenal. I was blown away. The only unexpected item that we came across in working with Infragistics is the incredible design.
We never expected Transport4 to be able to be as easy to use and intuitive as it now is. It was their expertise that walked us through the very challenging process of designing, conceptualizing, and then turning that into a clean, finalized product. Without them, we would not have the product we have today.